Alright guys, I am back. I just fought my first battle. I kind of ran around the plains a little bit. I killed a little bit of time. But I just fought my first battle with One Eye. I got my 2 magic defense spheres because I overkilled them. And I got the Durandal. The problem with this Durandal, however, is that it only has 2 slots. So basically, we're gonna fight him again and again until we get a weapon with 3 slots. I don't really care whose it is as long as it's one of these 3. This weapon is significant for there we go. I think you have to hit over 50,000 to overkill him. But Mage's Shield, that's not what I want. And this is basically how your training is going to go, is you're going to have a lot of battles against the same enemies because they don't quite give you what you want the first time. I'm a little surprised he's not evading many attacks, but nonetheless, on the plus side, I'm going to have a ton of magic defense spheres, and this is how you're going to get your stats high, is all of the species, well not all of them, but a bunch of the species creations here drop stat spheres, which always give you a +4 for the stat. Ooh, there we go. Triple score, let's try that one. I really don't want to have to do one myself because, yeah, it's pretty lame. So as you can see, this guy doesn't have a whole lot of HP. I mean, if you can beat Omega, you're going to beat this guy pretty easy. It's probably a lot faster just doing it this way. There we go. So we have a triple AP with 2 open slots. Triple AP is incredibly hard to make, if you want to call it that. To give you an idea of how difficult it is, I don't even have anything to make it, so I couldn't have done this myself if I wanted to. So what we are doing here is we are building a leveling weapon. It's called an AP weapon. What we're doing is we're tripling our AP, we're tripling our overdrive, and we're only going to be able to do this 3 times, so you're going to have to figure out who your 3 fighters are. And we'll be able to do this for the entire party later, and I'll explain how in a little bit, but for now, just know that you can only do 3 unless you go and find some more winning formulas somewhere. So we're going to add triple overdrive, and then we're going to add overdrive into AP. So Ragnarok. From there, what we're going to do, and I feel bad because I'm only going to do it for Sharby, but nonetheless, what am I trying to do here? I want to change this. And then I want to change this overdrive to yes, or no, I'll do Comrade. So I'm going to show you the absolute basics of this little trick. And I'll explain how to get it a lot better in a bit. But basically, Waka attacks. He hits him. Not a big deal. He Karma's back for a counterattack. It hits for an insane amount of damage. And then Riku attacks, and usually you revive them, but I'll explain that in a second. Riku gets hit. Obviously, you know, I can do another round here, I guess. He's got 4 turns where he Karmas. So you kind of have to, you only have a certain time frame to do this in, and once you get your full setup done, you'll be good to go. So we hit him with Waka again. He can defend, hit him with Riku again. I don't exactly know how much HP Don Tonberry has, but he's got enough that you can hit him quite a few times and he doesn't die. So just for argument's sake, we're going to escape. Let me try that again. Oopsies. We're going to escape. And as you can see, I have a ton of SP. So that was 45 levels and we weren't really trying. And that's basically how the trick works, is every time you take damage from the Karma, it charges your overdrive, which is tripled, and then gets converted to AP, which is then tripled again, and turned into sphere levels. And then you can just move around the grid like that. So obviously you're going to want to do that for all your excuse me. Like I said, you can do it for the 3 fighters. Now, for the 3 that aren't your fighters, there is a way to do it still. Ultima Buster here, I don't think I'm strong enough to fight him yet. Actually, I know I'm not strong enough to fight him yet. But once you get to the point with your 3 main fighters that you can take him down rather easily, he actually drops weapons that are the exact same that I just made. Triple AP, triple overdrive, overdrive to AP. So, you know, we call this a trick, but at some point the game developers made this because they even give a weapon, they give you a guy who drops a weapon. You know, he's supposed to be the second most powerful original creation. Shinryu is underwater, so he doesn't really count, and then you just have Nemesis here, so he's pretty high up there. You know, it's a pretty good treat. You can beat him. So that's how you get your backup characters like Yuna, Kamari for me, Orin, and Waka. So when you are doing the complete sphere grid, like you're trying to get every character to get that gold trophy, that's going to be your best way of doing it, is get your 3 fighters, your main fighters, all AP'd up and powered up and everything like that. And that's going to help immensely with training for the Dark Aeons. A couple other things I want to point out before I show you another thing here. Here. So the original creations, Earth Eater drops Luck Spheres, Greater Sphere drops Fortune Spheres. So you're going to be fighting this guy a ton. He counters with Ultima every turn, but once your magic defense gets up in the 200s, it only does about 1,000 damage to the characters. You know, I don't think I'll show you guys, I'll go through all the battles with these guys, and I probably won't do many with these guys either, but I will probably do a recording with these 7 plus Nemesis, just to let you guys see what we're getting into here. We'll see how I feel about it. As far as other people go, Fenrir here, I don't know how to pronounce the name properly, he drops Agility Spheres. Hornet drops Accuracy Spheres. I do not know how to say this guy's name. I'm not even gonna try it. It's one of the birds, like not the big birds like the zoos, but the smaller ones. He drops evasion spheres, I think. Vidatu's one of those imps. He drops MP spheres. You really won't need those. One Eye drops magic defense spheres, as you guys saw already. Very useful. You're going to want to start fighting this guy a lot, not only to get the weapons, but to get those extra spheres to max out your magic defense as quick as possible. Because the first few Aeons that you fight, you're only going to take magic damage. Jumbo Flan drops magic spheres, and you cannot attack him physically. He is immune to physical attacks. I think I mentioned this before, he is the only boss post-game that you will need magic for, and you need magic to get magic spheres, so it's kind of redundant. So you can max out your magic if you want fighting this guy. I leave him alone because I don't need it, I don't care enough. Tankit drops defense spheres. Fafnir drops light curtains times 20, so obviously double that if you overkill him. And that goes for everybody here, like he drops 1 sphere, 2 if you overkill him. So these guys don't drop anything good. You'll need a lot of light curtains for a lot of auto protects. You're going to need to make 6 auto protect armors. So that's the best way to go about doing that. And Juggernaut, I believe Juggernaut is the strength sphere, because Ironclad would be the HP. Let's see if I can beat this guy. Yeah, this is the right guy. So this guy gives you a free turn. He'll always charge on his first turn here. And once you get better armor, this will change too. Like, you won't be needing to use Hastiga at all, you won't be needing to use Protect. Like, I don't have Protect up, I don't have anything up. The trouble with this guy is solely just getting armor break to stick. See, and once you have Auto Phoenix, this will automatically, you won't lose a turn doing that. And once you have Auto Haste on all your characters, they'll revive fully hasted and everything. And I think I mentioned to you guys when I wrote my guide initially, I was using Orin, and one of Orin's, his third overdrive there inflicts essentially a full break on the enemy, but it always connects. As long as the enemy isn't fully immune, like 100% immune, it will always connect. 99% immune, guess what? You're still getting hit with full break. So, you know. I'm kind of hoping either Armor Break hits or he kills me off soon, because this is going to take a while otherwise. Another option that I just checked and I can't do right now, but I definitely just thought about, was switching him in and using that move, like Orin. I doubt this will work, but I'm going to try Frag Grenade. Oh, and it worked. Wow, okay. And if I didn't mention it before, Quick Hit is absolutely essential for training here. There's no reason to allow any of these enemies to get any more turns in than they need to. So that took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. Yeah, Strength Spheres. So that's how you get more powerful. So that is the lowdown on that, essentially. And obviously I'm going to go and make a bunch of AP weapons. I think that's what they're kind of called by everybody, is AP weapons. Okay, so that's Titus's, and I still need auto haste. I'll explain how to get that in a second. This guy's already got auto haste and auto protect, so we are going to give him. I think he's going to be my other auto phoenixer. So that gives me 2, and then I need stoneproof. So that's his. She won't have anything yet. So in the Omega runes there are these Makia. They are not machines. These guys. I guess I should have checked to make sure somebody knew Brad. He doesn't. It's gonna get awkward soon. Oh, perfect. I don't know nearly enough about bribing to know whether or not there's a reason why, even though he's supposed to go away after 240,000, he doesn't. But nonetheless. So there we go. So I got 59 chocobo wings for bribing him for that amount. So you will need a ton of gil because that just cost me like 500,000 gil. And 59 is not quite enough to make an auto. I think you need 70. However, I still had 19 over from the last one, so I should be able to do it. Oh, you need 80 apparently. That sucks because I am too short. So the other place that I can think of, I think you can steal them from the Cactor King. This is going to require me actually hitting this guy. Oh. See, Auto Phoenix automatically does it, doesn't miss a beat. You know, if I was smart, I would actually just use Steel instead of trying to mug, because I really only want the items anyways. There we go. Did I say I needed 2 or 3? I don't know why I'm asking you, obviously you're not going to answer. I'm at the Steel again. You don't know Steel. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, this wasn't exactly a planned video. Like, it was planned, but it wasn't planned. Like, I don't have an execution plan for this. I'm kind of just going about doing my business and just see what happens. I now know Flea. Oh, another thing that you should know, if you get killed in the monster arena, you don't get a game over, you just start in front of this guy. You will only have 1 HP for every character, but you won't have a game over, so. Oh, I only needed 2, perfect. Okay, so auto haste. So this is essentially what my, and actually I'll go to the equip menu, so I'll show you Wakka's, and these are everybody except for Dark Yojimbo, and you can use it for Dark Yojimbo too, but him and Penance basically are the only 2 that I'm not using this armor for. So like I said, Ribbon's there because A, it's an awesome ability, and B, it's going to be very useful against Anima. You know, obviously, auto haste, auto protect, auto phoenix, stone proof. When I do Riku's, she won't need auto, whatchamacallit there, auto phoenix, because like I said, if Titus gets killed off, Wakka will revive him. If Wakka gets killed off, Titus will revive him. Pretty much any attack that's going to hit the entire party is probably going to kill the entire party as far as the Dark Aeons are concerned. So I'm not too concerned about that. I don't really know what else I can cover. Oh, I guess I can show you guys good old Fafnir here is probably going to need to be broken again, right? I think that worked. Nope, it did not. That's okay. I'm a lot stronger in this game than I was last time I played, because last time I started doing the monster arena there, all of these guys were just killing me like left and right. This is a waste of an overdrive, but oh. And even if I lose this fight right now, which is starting to seem a little more likely, at least Orn will have a full overdrive for next time. I think I'm just going to let him kill me here, and we'll start again. Vanishing Blade, that's what it's called. The name was slipping from... If this doesn't kill him, that's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. You guys have seen what the enemy is that you need to beat. He'll give you 20 light curtain or 40 if you overkill him. There we go. I think he starts using triple attack when he starts getting close to dying, so... Oh, another lesson. Every single monster here has the opportunity to drop a dark matter as their rare drop. So like I was telling you guys what all the items are, if they don't drop that, it's because they're dropping one of those. So... I don't really care enough to show you guys again that fight, because that kind of sucks that I didn't get my items there. But basically, I think you need 70 light curtains to do a auto protect, and he gives you 40 if you overkill him like I just did. So, you know, to kind of put in perspective what you need to do between that and bribing the Makia there, you will probably have to go back to the Omega Ruins to get enough cash to be able to bribe them, because like I said, you're going to make 6 armors and all of them are going to have auto protect and auto haste. So you're going to need a lot of those items, and of course you need 70 and 80 respectively to be able to actually fill them in. I'm not doing him, obviously. So I showed you guys AP weapons, I showed you guys the Dawn Tonberry trick. And once you guys have all 3 characters with AP weapons, what you do is you set, let's say, Waka and Riku to Comrade, and I would set Sharby to Stoic, however you pronounce it, and get Sharby to attack every time because he's killed the most enemies, so he's going to max out the damage at 99,999. So he'll take his overdrive from getting attacked, and the other 2 will take their overdrive from him getting attacked, and all 3 charge at once. And that's the easiest way to max out 99 sphere levels. You keep reviving him as long as he has auto haste on. He should be able to get in enough turns before the end of the 4th time that he walks forward that all 3 of your characters will have 99 sphere levels. So I showed you guys that. I told you about Ultima Buster. He drops overdrive weapons once you get strong enough to defeat him for your 4 characters that are in reserve. If you're interested in getting that perfect Sphere Master trophy, that's going to be the best way to do it. I've shown you guys very roughly where to get all your level up items from. Fafnir, Tankit, and what was that other guy I just fought? So Fafnir, Tankit, Juggernaut, and probably Ironclad, but he drops HP spheres. I don't care enough for them. All my HPs are maxed already, and there's still like another 5,000-6,000 worth on the grid somewhere. But those guys, they drop items that you're going to want for leveling up, and they all need to be broken with armor break or Orin's attack there. Fenrir, this guy that I'm not pronouncing, and Hornet are very evasive, and I think Hornet, he's only got something like 600,000 HP, so he'll be an easier kill to start off with. One Eye is extremely easy, as you guys saw. You know what, I got a little bit of time. Why don't I battle while I talk?
Yeah.
And don't forget how useful Sentinel can be. You know, you can, essentially what I'm going to have Riku doing is just keep using Sentinel, so that way my two stronger attackers who are also under auto haste and auto protect and all that jazz can keep attacking at full strength while she takes the hit. There we go, so I got the overkill here. So he wasn't too evasive, but the other two are incredibly evasive. So, and he'll drop accuracy spheres, so that's how you crank your accuracy up. So as far as stats go, defense, magic defense, and accuracy are my three priorities right now. Once accuracy is well over 150, even in the 200 range, I'll start going after agility spheres. And at some point I'll start going after strength spheres, but I'm not crazy about those yet. I'm hitting for enough damage right now that it's not a big deal. But eventually I will need well over 200 strength. So that's pretty much what my game plan is going to be for the next probably 5 in-game hours, which will be done on another day because I don't feel like doing this today. And I'll keep fighting One Eye for some more weapons and that. But basically what this video was here to do was just show you guys some of the different tricks for getting stuff. It took me a long time to find out that I had to bribe those guys to get the chocobo wings, to get a ton of them, right? So like let's try it again, let's see what happens. But I just wanted to show you guys that's how I'm going to be kind of attacking this whole leveling up thing. I have to haste Riku, otherwise if he attacks one of the two guys, they're going to kill him. There we go. And as you guys saw, I got the trophy for bribing for over 100,000 gil. Even better haul this time, 74. What you get for them is hit or miss, so I mean, now we just go back and fight the Cactor King, and then we've got our 80. So. And that is essentially what it's going to come down to now, is the fact that we are at the point where it's all about grinding your stats up to get strong enough to withstand the attacks. And then also collecting enough items to make armors that are effective against the enemies that are coming up. And the AP trick with the Dawn Tonberry works incredibly well, but when I first started doing this, like I was told about the Dawn Tonberry, well, it must have been 5 years ago now. It was well after the game had come out, because I used to fight this guy every time you attack him, he hits you back for 10,000 damage. I thought I was a genius. I was like, oh, I figured out this great way to gain AP. And then they were like, oh yeah, I've got this better way to gain AP. Oh, okay. And sure enough, theirs is a lot better. But, and I think I've said this once already, you can pretty much do this with any enemy that hits you hard. As long as you have Auto Phoenix, you don't even waste a turn reviving. As long as you have Auto Haste, they come into the battle, they come back into the battle, I should say, a lot quicker. So, got a couple Tetra charges. So there we go, Auto Haste. Once I actually do fight that guy properly, I'll have a bunch of auto protects, or I'll have enough for an auto protect. Might as well put Stoneproof on now, and because she's not getting the whatchamacallit there, she's not getting the Auto Phoenix. Right now, I'm just going to leave it blank. I'm not too sure what I want to do with it, but if I do anything with it, I have no idea. But yeah, that's that. So I'll actually go and earn some light curtains there. And if you need, like, I'm going to be short one light curtain, I just looked, right? You can steal some, you can fight the Gemini here and steal a couple from them. The tank enemies, if you mob them, or even steal from them and run away, they have light curtains as well. And they're the ones that have the defense spheres as well. So I hope this kind of helps you guys out as far as, I know I'm saving twice right now, but anyways, I hope this helps you guys kind of figure out a game plan. Obviously, you don't have to do things my way. I encourage you to find your own innovative ways to fight these bosses. This is how I go about doing it. I found it to be the most effective, and therefore that's what I'm going to do. That pretty much covers everything that I wanted to go over before I start fighting the Dark Aeons. Oh, one last thing. These clear spheres here. So let's find a really crappy, a strength +1. Perfect. So I don't like that strength +1. I just take a clear sphere. It completely removes it. Anybody who had learned that strength +1 is going to get that strength +1 taken off now. So Orin would have been the only character, so he just lost a point in strength. But I'm going to go ahead and put another one there. And then I'm going to fill it in. So that's kind of how that goes. What I would recommend is finding a place for everybody to start. So I've kind of been keeping Yuna in this general area, and I was planning on having everybody kind of warp back here and then just start filling in the holes this way as I go, all through here and then come up, right? Because there's tons of holes. I wouldn't worry too much about clear spheres just yet. Their main purpose is for perfect stat maxing, so you know, 99,999 HP, 9,999 MP, and 225 across all stats except for, I think, agility. Agility maxes out at 170. Like if you're, it goes to 225, but if you're actually stat maxing, you only go to 170. And I think luck only goes to 130 or something like that. Officially on the expert sphere grid, it changes depending on which grid you're using. I asked about it on the message boards at GameFAQs once. I'm not too concerned about it. I don't care enough. For me, a complete game would be getting the Platinum Trophy, not completely maxing every stat, so. But anyways, what I was going to say is you take one character. So for my 3 fighting characters, I take Sharby right now, and I go through and I lay down all my new spheres basically in all the empty holes here. And you take your 99 sphere levels, you go and do this. And then when you get to the end of the 99, let's say he stops here, just hypothetically, then you go back and you get your other 2 characters and you go through that way. And this helps you, it makes sure that everybody's getting the same stat bonuses at the same time. So, what do I got here? I've got 10 magic defense spheres, so that's 40 extra magic defense. So if only one character was using it, that's 40 the other ones aren't getting. So that's kind of how I would approach this. It also makes it a lot easier to make sure that you fill in every node and that you activate every node along the way. And obviously if you have any locked sphere locks, unlock them, fill them in, get everything beyond it. So my final note in saying goodbye here, because I won't be recording for another week at least, and the Dark Aeons are going to take some time, is that if you're going for the trophy, the Sphere Master and the Perfect Sphere Master, you need to activate every node. And what that means is you need to actually fill in all of these empty nodes on the entire grid here. Everything you see here has to be activated. You don't have to move along the path. So like you see how there's that highlighted section right here? You don't actually need to move. Where's a good example? Oh, right here, perfect. I've activated the water sphere, but I haven't actually traveled to it. That's okay. This is not. You need to fill in every empty node with some kind of power-up and activate everything. So there's like 850 or 900 or something like that. I've done it on my first file there, the one that I wrote the guide with. I maxed out Titus. I haven't maxed out everybody else. I didn't care enough. I just wanted to see what you needed to get the trophy. So, and once you lay down all the stats and the spheres, it just becomes a matter of taking all your other characters through there using the AP trick, and you'll have to stop and fight some enemies every now and again to recover your power spheres and your magic spheres and all that stuff, or your mana spheres, sorry. The Beacon Desert is a great place to fight enemies, equip weapons that already have built-in distill abilities, so distill power, distill mana, distill speed. You won't need as many ability spheres, but you will run out eventually, a couple times. And then you just go, you slaughter some enemies there. They tend to drop a lot of like high potions and like 6 high potions, some Albed potions. All that stuff gets replaced with whatever ability you're hitting them with. So if you're using distill powers, it'll keep dropping power spheres like mad. There's probably some other better areas to level up. And actually that guy that we fought, that I got the dark matter with, Fafnir, because he drops 20 items, right? So, and if you overkill him, he drops 40 items. So if you hit him with a distill, let's say distill power, he'll drop 40 power spheres instead. So once you get all your light curtains that you need for your 6 armors, or at least for me it'll be 6 armors, you can do whatever you guys want. That's another way. Once you start getting really good at killing him off really quickly, it's easy to get spheres from him. So that about covers everything. Next time you see me, I will have completed the capturing these couple guys here, the one guy here, I think I got 2 here, and I got, oh, I didn't even finish this. The 2 here, and then that stupid mail spike. So, you know, it's not going to take me much longer. And then we'll be on our way to unlocking Nemesis. You need 10 of every fiend, and then you also need to beat all of these guys at least once. And I'm pretty sure it's just the original creations, not the area and species as well. I'll end up beating all the species anyways, but I usually don't fight the area because I don't need them ever. Like, most of these guys don't drop anything worth my time, and they're super easy. But I suppose we'll find out later on then. So anyways, that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to go into as far as this little training video here, and armor prep and whatnot. And when I'm about to fight Penance, or if I decide to use my Penance armor against Dark Yojimbo, I'll kind of give you guys a brief, well, actually, you know what, let's just take a look right now, before I lose you guys. So I don't have defense plus 20 yet, so I'm going to have to look up in my guide what I need to collect to get those, because I actually don't remember off the top of my head, but I should have auto potion, yeah. I've got enough of those, I could make like 30 armors, so that's fine. So it becomes auto potion, auto protect, auto haste, and defense plus 20. So I'll just have to figure out how to get that. I'm sorry I can't tell you guys right now. I don't remember. I thought it was like Shining Gems or Supreme Gems or something, but I have both of those and it's not there, so I'll have to take a look. But that's the only thing that changes. So, yeah. So there we go. Now I have officially covered everything I set out to talk about. And therefore, I will bid you farewell for the next little while. I know I tend to say that I'm not going to record for a week and then 3 days later I'm here recording, but this time I'm actually pretty serious. I'm going to be unplugging for a week at least, if not 2. And then on top of that, I'm going to need like 5-6 hours in-game just to start leveling. I plan on being overpowered for Valefor, so I don't have to level much in between him and the rest. But that's stuff that I'll start talking about in the next video, which will essentially feature the Dark Aeons. I'll try to fit 2 into each video, but we'll see how long they last. So until then, good luck with your training if you're following along. If you're looking for tips and tricks, I just gave you a whole bunch. And I will see you guys when I finally get around to tackling the Dark Aeons. Until then, Sharby out.